want revenge for what happened, you can have me.
Say goodbye to your friend.
No!
I don't know how to thank you. This guy just saved my life.
All you do is give people reasons to hate you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The cross is on my mirror.
I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Don't fucking lie to me!
I'm sick of this shit.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my Titans Jason Todd Under the Red Hood video. They've been setting him up for an arc, and it's going way faster than I ever thought that it would. There was all kinds of Batman, Nightwing Easter eggs, so we'll break it down. There's a new DC merch giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave your favorite Red Hood moment on the video. Careful for spoilers for the recent Titans episodes. There's a lot of stuff that was not in this trailer that we'll be talking about if you have not seen those episodes yet. Looking at the footage, you see Jason Todd showing a history of reckless behavior, which is accurate to comic book Jason Todd, going in with no backup after Dr. Light, overconfident, underprepared for a threat as dangerous as Deathstroke. There's a couple of core Teen Titans and Batman storylines that they're setting up this season or that they're in the middle of right now. There's Death in the Family, which is the death of Jason Todd. There's Batman Under the Red Hood, which is the birth of Red Hood. And then there's Teen Titans, the Judas contract. But if you've been watching the episodes, you probably noticed that the characters that they have on the shows right now are very different from the characters that were part of those comic book stories. So they are changing a couple things that I'll try to point out. I think they've been very clear with the way they're foreshadowing how their version of Under the Red Hood is going to go. It all starts with Jason Todd being captured by Deathstroke and used in his larger plan to separate and slowly destroy each of the Titans he feels were responsible for the death of his son Jericho many years ago. Really, it's Dick Grayson who says that he's the one that actually did the job, but Deathstroke doesn't care about technicalities. He blames all of the original Titans. So he's got a secret plan, and Jason Todd is just part of it. So while he's sitting here being captured by a Deathstroke, he's busy, one, brainwashing him, preparing for him to go back to the Titans. Deathstroke wanted the Titans to rescue Jason Todd. He has contingency plans for that. There are a couple scenes in the recent episodes that indicate Jason Todd has been brainwashed by Deathstroke, programmed to mess with the other Titans in the next stage of Deathstroke's plan to sow dissent amongst the ranks, drive them apart till they all hate each other and they can't work as a team. But it goes way deeper than that, involving the Raven and the Ravager character. So this also goes back to the beginning of the season. They've been setting up Raven for something very special that I think is going to happen later this season. But a lot of the Ravager stuff that they're setting up is for potential Judas contract storyline, but they're not quite there with the character yet. The way they're playing her, she seems kind of like she has an agenda she hasn't revealed to them yet, but I don't think she's gone full Terra yet, not consciously working for Deathstroke, at least not yet. Notice the visual effect that they use of him remembering his death or near-death experience over and over again is designed to look like he's watching playback on a monitor, as if his mind has been subconsciously playing back Deathstroke's instructions. That's where you get to him unconsciously messing with all the other Titans. He remembers things about their past that he shouldn't know in present day. He doesn't know anything about their past weaknesses, like he puts that bottle of liquor to mess with Hawk. He doesn't know that Hawk is a recovering addict. Deathstroke knows, and he programmed that information into Jason Todd's head. What a coincidence, too, talking about more Red Hood Easter eggs, that everything in his hallucinations are colored a strong Lazarus Pit green, just like the Lazarus Pit that he's brought back in. You may have seen the animated Batman Under the Red Hood movie starring Jensen Ackles as Red Hood. He's actually dressed up as live-action Red Hood recently, too, for Halloween. As awesome as that would be, I don't expect him to actually play live-action Red Hood anytime soon. But after Jason Todd was killed during Death in the Family, many years later in the comics, it was actually the events of Infinite Crisis rewriting the reality of the multiverse that brought Jason Todd back to life. But it brought him back in this crazed, mindless state. It wasn't until Talia al Ghul abducted his body and tossed him into a Lazarus pit to restore his mind that he became the Red Hood as you saw him. The version they went with in the animated movie just cut out all that Infinite Crisis stuff. It was just Ra's al Ghul simply taking his dead body and throwing it into Lazarus pit to bring him back. With all the characters that they have currently on the Titans TV show, it seems like the version of Under the Red Hood that they're foreshadowing is that Jason Todd will still wind up dying before the end of the season, but it seems like they're foreshadowing that Raven is going to have something to do with it, him dying, based on all of her recent episodes and the lack of control she has over her abilities. She's hulked out several times this season. She technically already killed Ravager at the beginning of the season. That should have been the first clue that they're setting up Raven to accidentally, quote-unquote, maybe kill Jason Todd. She hulks out on Ravager, breaks her spine. The reason why Ravager came back is because she's been dosed with their version of the Mirakuru serum by Hive, giving her regenerative abilities, enhanced strength, speed, agility. Her body almost instantly heals all that damage, and Raven can't believe it. I'm so sorry, I can't believe I lost control of my abilities. But they continue on in a couple other times throughout the episodes. She loses control of her abilities and almost really hurts someone.
Rachel, stop!
You stay away from me.
More recently, brainwashed Jason Todd has been messing with Raven, giving her flashbacks with all those crosses he draws all over her room, making her lose control just a little bit. Eventually, making it seem that the writers want to foreshadow that eventually it would be believable that she could lose control and kill him accidentally. And it's all part of Deathstroke's diabolical plan to turn the Titans in on each other. If he can get Raven to accidentally kill Jason Todd, not only will he break Raven and break Jason Todd literally, he'll also break the Titans completely. But continuing down the Red Hood arc, if they don't want to do Lazarus Pit, Ra's al Ghul, or Talia for the Under the Red Hood resurrection of Jason Todd, they can always use Hive to resurrect him because they've already introduced Hive within the Titans universe. They can inject him with a special serum that they gave to Ravager that allows her to regenerate and gives her all of her abilities, and turn a resurrected Jason Todd Red Hood into their brainwashed weapon until he's able to shake their programming and go full Red Hood in the Outlaws in maybe a future season. It would be really cool if they could get to a Red Hood and the Outlaws spin-off show. But a lot of this actually seems like it's playing out this season. Normally, I wouldn't say that they would try to do an Under the Red Hood storyline till season 3 or season 4, but they're just pushing along so quickly. Post all your Jason Todd Red Hood origin theories in the comments below. How do you think he's going to die, and who do you think is going to bring him back as the Red Hood? We're only about halfway through the season, so there's still a couple characters that they have not introduced yet, and we're getting ready to see a full-blown Nightwing costume. Congratulations Vino202, you're the giveaway winner from my last big DC video. Please email me on the About page of my channel so I can get your contact details. Everybody click here for that Flash Batman crossover teaser, and click here for my new Batman movie Riddler and Catwoman video. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.